good morning. Welcome to my first vlog of 2023. I figured I would start it off with a little coffee montage because is it really one of my vlogs without a coffee montage? I wanted to start off with a little chat about toxic productivity and active rest and kind of my mindset going into 2023 with writing and with productivity in general. We're gonna have a cup of coffee together. This is my first cup of coffee of the day. It's like 8 a.m. I closed the coffee shop today, so I got to sleep in a little bit. Still woke up at 5, but went back to sleep after that and then got up. For those of you that are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Caitlin Asche. My channel is a barista's writing journey where I am documenting my writing journey while I manage a coffee shop. So if you missed it, my last video was actually a really cute little video essay that I called a NaNoWriMo burnout story. It was just me kind of expressing my feelings about how NaNoWriMo is toxic to me. It can be great for other people, but I found that it's toxic for me, and how like productivity culture has kind of like affected me in such a way. And I was actually kind of really proud of that video, so if you want to check it out, I'll link it up above. I was attempting NaNoWriMo as a Nano Rebel. About halfway through November, I got really sick, like bad enough that my asthma appeared when it's been dormant for years. It taught me some lessons, and I'm coming to writing with a new mindset now. I know that I've talked about this in the past with like toxic productivity and all of that, but this time I'm feeling different about it, where I feel like I actually am like, oh, okay, I have to go at this in a different mindset. I think the reason my immune system was down and the fact that I got so sick and it was forced to rest and not do anything productive whenever I had the time to do anything else, it forced me to rest. And I'm getting older, I realized that, and I'm prioritizing active rest now and not productivity. I always like to use spoon theory to explain like kind of mental illness and like physical illness or like chronic pain. You only have a certain amount of spoons for the day of energy, and certain tasks will take up more spoons and certain tasks will take up less spoons. Once you run out of spoons, you kind of can't do anything else. Where like people who don't have these issues will have like double the spoons or triple the spoons that someone who has some sort of illness of any sort. Someone commented on that video of mine saying like, think of active rest as like reloading your spoons, basically charge for the next day so that you have the spoons for the next. And I really like that. So it's like I'm actively like thinking about rest as I'm charging so that I have energy tomorrow. I think that really has helped me. I forget who commented that, but thank you so much, because that one really helped me with changing my mindset. I really appreciate it. And so after I got sick, I have started prioritizing me and my body, because I'm getting older and I need to take care of my body. My body has tried to warn me many times throughout the years, like, hey, you got to take a break and take care of your body. It hit me, and in the way that it needed to, where I need to take care of my body and prioritize like my health, not just push it aside for the sake of productivity like I have in the past. I've been reading. I read more in December than I had the entire year of 22. I read 5 books when my average is 2 to 4 in a month. I didn't make a 2023 writing goal video, and I didn't make a video going over my 2022 writing goals like I have like the past couple of years with at the end of the year. That's because I'm going in with a new mindset of my goal for 2023 is to not have goals and prioritize that active rest. That's how I'm gonna prevent burnout. And I think that's gonna be what's best for me. I'm still gonna be writing and reading and all of that and all the goals that I wanna set with that, but I'm not prioritizing them or doing any challenges this year or like tracking word counts or tracking time goals or like that type of thing, because doing that and adding that added pressure of that challenge gets me into that toxic productivity mindset. I end up not prioritizing myself when I'm focusing on like a challenge like NaNoWriMo, or currently right now JanuWriMo. Like my friends, the Troublemakers, and specifically Katie Ann, are hosting JanuWriMo, which is like NaNoWriMo but in January, making a fun little Authortube community event where we can all just come together at the beginning of the year and just write together again. I'm participating in like the lives, but I'm not fully doing JanuWriMo. I'm there for the vibes and I'm there for the community, but I'm not tracking anything. I'm not allowed to write every day this year. I'm not allowing myself to do that. That's when I get unhealthy, and that's when I don't prioritize myself and I don't listen to my body, and I'm trying to listen to my body. I'm still continuing my City project and finishing the revision that I was on. I don't have a deadline for it now. I'm just gonna finish it when I finish it, and that's okay. My only, I guess, goal for this year is query City at some point. I'm not putting a date to it like I was in the past, where I was like, oh, I have to get this done by August 30th and October 31st and November 30th and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not pressuring myself with that. I get there when I get there. I think with that mindset, I will get there this year. I will be in the query trenches by the end of the year. But I'm not pressuring myself to do NaNoWriMo or Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm just going at my own pace and my own timeline. And if my body says, Caitlin, you're not writing today, I'm listening. And 2022 was a weird year where it was a great year, but it was also a rough year at the same time. For me, I did do the most work on City that I ever have, but because of that, I experienced burnout twice. I experienced burnout at the end of July, and I experienced burnout mid-November while I was sick. I work full-time, and I need to realize that writing is not my full-time gig. I need to prioritize my body when I'm not at my full-time gig, which is managing the coffee shop. I'd love for writing to be a full-time gig at some point in my life, but currently right now it's not, and I need to accept that and not get in this super toxic productivity mindset where I'm making myself work 40 plus hours sometimes and write for 20 hours on top of that in a week. That's just not sustainable for me, and it's not healthy. And I'm trying to prioritize my mental and physical health this year and listening to my body and what it needs. In April of 2022, getting my ADHD diagnosis at 25, that literally changed my life, because it was everything clicked into place, why I am the way I am and have been my entire life. And now I'm learning how my brain works, and I'm actually being properly medicated. And because I'm being properly medicated and not constantly searching for dopamine through sugar anymore, and the fact that I've noticed that my medication doesn't work as well if I don't have a high protein breakfast and I focus on eating healthier, my medication doesn't work as well when I eat junk. The combination of not constantly searching for dopamine through sugar and eating healthier, I've lost 40 pounds in 2022. I haven't really talked about my struggle with weight on this channel before, because this is a writing channel. It made me realize that the reason why I struggled with losing weight for so long is because I was constantly searching for dopamine through food. Majority of the time, carbohydrates and sugar filled foods and stuff that is not really good for me, but it would give me that dopamine hit. The ADHD brain has low dopamine. Now it's everything's clicked into place, and with my medication, I'm not searching for dopamine anymore because my medication brings me to the proper dopamine levels. I actually crave healthier foods, and I crave protein and healthy fat. I know when I'm searching for dopamine and when I'm searching for sustenance now. It's literally changed my life. I literally have lost 40 pounds, and it's something that I'm kind of proud of, but I didn't really know if I should talk about it on this channel, but I've lost 40 pounds, and that's insane to me that it was something I dealt with my whole life and not realizing. And I'm prioritizing myself now in that way, and I'm prioritizing myself in going on walks and doing yoga and going rock climbing with my partner here and there. I'm not that great at it, so I don't go that often, but he's super into it and I go with him sometimes. Prioritizing my physical and mental health has been great this past month, because after I got sick and I kind of recovered the first week of December, I'm feeling great right now because I've been actively resting, listening to my body and listening to my mind. If say it's my day off from work, I don't force myself to be productive. Kind of ask myself, what do you want to do today? Do you want to go on a walk? And majority of the time I go on a walk because I'm asking myself, do you want to go? And I'm starting to look forward to it because I listen to audiobooks while I'm walking. I'm getting joy out of reading again in that way. I look forward to it again and looking forward to picking up books again, because I'm looking at it as active rest and not, oh, I have to read this many books in this year. I'm not tracking. I'm still gonna put in the books that I read on Goodreads because I think that's fun, and reading other reviews is fun and stuff like that, just because that's what I like to do when I finish a book. I like to immediately go and read all the reviews on it so that I can see if other people have the same opinions as I did. I'm not truly gonna force myself to be I have to read this many books this month. I'm doing it for the love of it again. I'm happy with that mindset. And with writing, I'm doing it when I feel like it, and I'm not gonna pressure myself to do it, and I'm not gonna feel bad for not writing. And I'm forcing myself to not feel guilt for not writing, because writing is something that I love, and this toxic productivity mindset was turning it into something that I was dreading. I don't want that. Writing is my favorite creative outlet, and it didn't feel creative anymore. That's my mindset for 2023. I'm not tracking, no goals, not allowed. I'm listening to my body and my mind and what I actually need. And yeah, that's that.